a story.
Wait. Joshua, what kind of story do you want Granddaddy to tell you?
About getting in big trouble.
Okay. All right. Well, I was going to get in big trouble with this deal, but I didn't quite. But we planted our crops one year, and the deer come and eat all of our soybeans, and they was eating everything, just eating even corn. And Granddaddy says, well, he said to himself, he's going to see if he can't get one of these deer clean, kind of scare them a little bit. But the people from the wildlife department, the game wardens, they said, no, you can't shoot them. You can't do that. And so what we did was every afternoon, I would shoot the gun, and here would come the game warden running all over creation. And then the next afternoon, I'd get my neighbor to shoot his gun. And here comes the game warden running all over creation. And then he kept doing that. Finally, that was the deputized game warden who was doing that. And finally, the regular game warden came out to see me, and he says, now look, Mr. Holshouser, you can't take your gun outside your house during the off-season. I said, well, the Constitution of the United States tells me that I can. I'll go get it, and you can take me in right now. So I went and got my gun, and I brought it outside the house, and he says, no, he said, Mr. Holshouser, I'm not going to bother you right now, but he said that they would catch us if they caught us shooting the deer out of season, that we would go to jail. Well, sir, this thing kept on going. And finally, we kept shooting. And then one day we found out that the game wardens would sit up there and watch for us the whole season for 6 weeks on a regular rotating basis out in the woods watching us. And they finally decided all we wanted to do was to get our crops plowed and one thing and another. And that we weren't interested in the deer, we were more interested in aggravating that bunch of hunters that wanted the game warden to catch us. But we never did get caught. We never did get caught. But finally, I called a meeting of all the farmers. And we all went to this meeting place, and we invited the game wardens, and we invited all the wildlife department. And we invited the senators and the representatives and the newspaper people and the TV people. And the group asked me to moderate that crowd. And I went in there and I told them, I said, now here's what the Constitution says. It says that I'm allowed that anybody that interferes in taking my crops or taking my stuff, if the government takes my stuff, then they have to pay me for it. So I told them, I said, now, how much money you all going to hand now to pay me for all the damage to the claim deer that belong to y'all? And boy, I'm telling you, we kept on going with that meeting for about an hour or so. And after we got out of that meeting, they gave us a permit to go shoot any deer we wanted to. So I go shoot out there and shoot the deer anytime they got in my field and eat my crops, eating my watermelons and eating my peanuts and
I'm letting you do whenever you went outside with your gun to shoot anything?
I could go out anytime I wanted to shoot them.
Not just shooting people, Joshua.
See, I had a permit to shoot them.
But not people.
And they never, just the deer, not people. I wouldn't shoot anybody now. All I do is shoot the deer. Everything that was eating my crops, like I'd shoot, if the rabbits was out to eating my sweet potatoes, I'd shoot them too. If the bobcats come into my field, I'd shoot them too. Whatever come out there to bother my crops, I'd shoot them. And so that one, your Granddaddy won. He had to go through a right good bit to win, but he won. And I'm not going to tell you that I didn't kill a deer. I killed a lot of deer during that time. They just didn't catch me. One night, my neighbor